Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name's Claire. I'd love to have you here, so thank you for joining me today. But today's video, as you can see from this look, this is going to be that classic champagne-y vibe homecoming dance makeup tutorial. I'm going to do the entire face in this video. Homecoming back at my high school was a huge deal. It was basically the prom of fall. I don't know if your school is the same way. Let me know if it is in the comments below. But we took homecoming very seriously, and makeup was always my favorite part of homecoming. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I do this really simple classic look and this makeup look that'll last you all throughout the night. And I'm also going to be testing out a new lipstick that I was sent. So yeah, make sure to stick around. Again, subscribe, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you know me, you know I'm not in like a point in my life where I super love brow pencils for some reason. I like using powder more, and typically I do go in with an eyeshadow palette and use the eyeshadow powder. And so we're going to start off, and I want to do what I normally do. You can see this is the color I use. I go into the Jaclyn Hill palette. I just go in this chocolate brown shade, and I just fill in my brows, and I can show that on camera if you want me to. For homecoming, I do feel like if you want to get like an actual brow pencil, it probably will work better. But if I'm being honest, at the moment I don't have a brow pencil because I've just gotten in the habit of doing it with powder, which, I mean, they do sell powder specifically for your brows. I just find that the eyeshadow eyeshadow works just as good as like a regular brow powder. Like, I've tried a brow powder before, and I just like using this just because it's something that like I have in a palette, and it just works really well. So I'm just filling those in, and I used to tell you to start from the bottom, but I've actually learned from different videos that I watch that it's actually better to start from the top to make it look more filled in. And then I just work my way down the tail over here, if you will, and then I kind of just stride up as I'm going more towards the front. Another reason I'm not a huge fan of brow pencils is because I feel like I go through them so quickly. Like, they'll last me like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I have to buy another one, which I've only ever really bought drugstore ones before. If you have one that you love, like, I know the Anastasia ones get really good reviews and stuff, but they're just so expensive. So I'm like, do I really want to spend $20-something on a pencil that's going to last me 2 weeks? I don't know about that. And so up here, you kind of just like want to line the bottom lightly, and then I like to just kind of tap it with my finger to make it a little bit softer. And then I just go upwards, like creating strokes. Okay, I finished that brow, and I want to say sorry for all the glares that you're getting on this picture over here. It's normally not that bad, but I am a little bit more in the corner today. Right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spritz my face with this Fix Plus. It's also a prep and prime, so you don't only have to spray it after your makeup. I do feel like it kind of just provides something for your makeup to latch onto other than just primer. But besides that, I'm also going to go, I barely have any left, this Ulta Beauty Color Correcting Primer. I'm going to invest in a nicer primer whenever I get paid next, and I'm just going to really fill in the main, like the T-zone, like the pores that are like in the T-zone. So at the center of the forehead, around the nose, this area. And then I'm also going to do it on the chin, and then I'm just going to spread that out. And typically I like to go in with foundation first and do my face first because I feel like I can see what I'm doing. Like, I can see a better vision of my eye look. But I'm going to do the eyes first today simply because this is going to be a little bit more of a dramatic, glamorous eye look. And so we don't know what the fallout's gonna be. I'm gonna kind of go ahead and like basically give myself like a little eye mask, because sometimes I feel like after you do the eyes and then you do the face, it's kind of hard to get in this section over here. And so I'm just gonna blend all this out, and I'm really going to get into the inner corner of the eye because, again, I feel like sometimes it's hard for the foundation to be able to touch it. So, and I'm using concealer, and that was the ColourPop concealer in the No Filter concealer in Light 16. So I'm just going to take the shade Poof right here from the Dark Magic palette, and I'm just going to use that to go all over the lid because I am trying to think of what I want to do for this eye look, and I don't want that concealer to start really creasing up. So we're going to give it a little bit of a powder, and I like this shade because you really can't see it. So when I think of a solid classic look for homecoming dances, which your homecoming dances may have been different from mine, mine were such a big deal. I always think of like something champagne-y. I feel like that you can't really go wrong with a solid like goldish champagne semi-bronzy eye look. So I'm going to start off by going into this shade right here in the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is a little bit of a deeper shade. It's a little, I would call that cool toned. And so I'm going to take that with this Fluffy Bare Minerals brush. And this is going to be our crease shade. And this is just going to kind of allow us to get the shape that we want for this eye look that we're going for today. And so I'm going in with a light hand and I'm kind of just blending that all out in the crease. Just kind of buffing it in there. And I think I want to make it a little bit more dramatic. And because I don't have foundation on, I can just take a wipe and cut it however I want to in the end. I kind of blow the eyeshadow out this way. Because it's okay to be a little dramatic on homecoming. I'm also going to take it a little bit on the lower lash line here and kind of spread it out, kind of making like a little angle. Now I'm going to go into this single shadow, and it's called just Matte, and this is by Morphe. It also says ES110 on the back of it. And I'm using this one just because I feel like it's very similar to the one I have on, and it's just going to provide us a different color to go in that, and it's also a little bit cool tone. And so I'm kind of just going to go a little bit lower in that. It's a little bit deeper, not much. And I feel like the whole thing with like with this look that we're going to go for, we want it to just look very well blended. As you can see, I'm just kind of sweeping it out here as well. And so it's just kind of defining that crease a little bit more. Now I'm going to be tapping into one of my favorite shades out of the KKW and Maria palette. And if you don't have this shade, that's okay. This is just like a grayish brown type of toned shade. It's just super beautiful to me. And I feel like this is a really good cool toned look. We're kind of starting out with these cool tones, but then like, of course, the champagne color that we're going to use is going to be a little bit warmer. And so this is just going to be that outer corner. Any kind of grayish brown that you may have will work, or even just a solid deep chocolatey brown will work. This is not that big of a deal because I know not everyone has this palette. So we're just going to blend that out mainly into this outer corner. We're going to try and really deepen it. Really just make this super deep. Now I'm just going to go in this brush that has nothing on it, and we're just going to kind of blend all of that together a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and clean my face off too because this is driving me crazy. I'm just going to clean this up. I could wait till the end, like we're not done obviously, but that is really bothering me. I feel so clean again. These makeup wipes are kind of dried out. I'm going to take this flat brush from Morphe and I'm just going to spritz it. And this is the Morphe M167 brush, if you were wondering. And as I've said, I want to keep it very like champagne-y, almost like a silvery tint, almost a gold tint. And so I'm going to go into one of my favorite shades in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And this is not the only shade we're going to use, but I'm going to go into this shade red. Oh, not the purple, not the purple. We're going to go into the shade above the purple. This one right here. This is like my favorite color. I say that about every color in here, but I just, as you can see, it is well loved. I'm just getting that all over my brush. And this is going to be our main lid color. And it's not like we're going to cut the crease, obviously, because we didn't use concealer. But I am going to kind of use this to round about the crease. So I'm just going to kind of line with this brush where the crease is. And then we're just going to slowly blend that out. Because there wasn't a lot of product on here, so I didn't feel like I needed to really pat down concealer under this. So now that I've really applied that shade all over the lid, I'm just going to go back into that Loyalty shade from the KKW palette, and I'm just going to kind of blend it out in the corner out here just to make sure it's really well blended. And I just really like this shade because or like the overall eye look, even though we're not done, I just feel like so many girls try to like not look like themselves in high school, like especially for like a homecoming dance or prom. And I feel like the look that we're going to do today is a little bit more natural. And I'm about to tell you like how I did my makeup or how I got my makeup done. I'm going to go into the shade Spill the Tea right here, and it's from the Perception palette with Shayla. And I'm going to take that just a little bit on my finger and kind of just go along the base of the eye, if you see what I'm doing. I just think that's going to provide us a nice little champagne tone to kind of go with this shade. And it almost looks like I kind of put it on as an eyeliner, but I'm going to kind of blend that out as well. I'm going to do the same thing over here because I just want to add, I don't really want to do gold with this, but I want to add a little bit more of that champagne vibe, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just feel like it's easier to apply things with your finger. This brush has nothing on it, and just kind of go over that and just kind of blend that into the eye. Yeah. And then I'm also going to go into this little pencil brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Unbothered right up here, and it's just like that white light highlight shade, and we're going to put that in the inner corner. I'm just going to blend that out and up. So I've already primed my face. You saw me do that, and I want to go ahead and finish my face before we go ahead and do the entire eye look. And so I'm going to go into the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation, and then it's oil free, and this one really is more full coverage in my opinion, and I do feel like it just lasts a very long time. And I don't know why I primed my face earlier. I just thought about that, like I primed it before I did my eyes, which whatever, it's fine. So I'm just going to blot this out all over my face. And I'm going to go ahead and use this beauty sponge and just blot that out all over the face. So when I was in high school, when I had homecoming dances, what about y'all? Is your homecoming dance a really big deal? Because ours was full makeup, and we did more like short dresses, but they were still like formal dresses. But anyway, I did my makeup for homecoming, and I remember homecoming of my 10th grade year. Before homecoming, it was the first year I think I had a date. No, it wasn't. I had a date my freshman year too. But anyway, it was the first year that I had actually gone out and bought makeup for homecoming, and I got this Chanel foundation, which is like super bougie for a 10th grader. But I still have that foundation, just like, well, actually I think I may have thrown it away just recently when I moved again. But that foundation was like the highlight of my high school career up to that point, because it was just so luxurious. It smelled so good. If you've ever had Chanel or any kind of high-end foundation, you know the smell. And I know you see like all this going on. I'm going to fix that with some more some more eyeshadow. But anyway, so that foundation meant everything to me, and they gave me a free sample of their Chanel mascara when I did it, and I used that stuff like one time. I did not want to use it because I wanted it to last me forever. And so that sample sat in my room like unused for like years, and then I finally threw it away, which is like crazy. It was like, Claire, just use the mascara if I could go back, because now I really don't remember how well it worked because I barely used it. Just kind of blending that tail back out from that Loyalty shade. Then I'm going to sharpen it up one more time, just a little bit neater. I'm not going to go in as much. I'm going to be using the concealer to highlight the face today, and I'm going in with a Shape Tape Fair Beige Concealer. I'm almost out of this stuff. This stuff has lasted me like a year, honestly. I only have 2 real concealers that I use, this one and the ColourPop one. But this one has been a trooper. I'll put a little bit in the center of the forehead to kind of highlight. A little bump up there. Go down the nose. So I'm just going to blend all this out. To set this concealer and the makeup, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Powder. I had forgotten about this stuff, but this is like one of my favorite powders ever. I got this as like a sample size when I was in high school, and then I went back and bought the regular size one. It may have been like the beginning of college, but I had forgotten about it, and so it just really just sets your makeup. Oh my gosh, like it's so soft. And it's not like, it doesn't leave like that white color behind. Like I don't like it when a setting powder or any kind of powder makes your face look just white after. Kind of just use whatever's left over to go around the whole face. Just dust that off. So this is homecoming. You really want to look snatched, but you also want to look a little shimmery. And I think it's okay. Everybody else is like, no shimmer in your bronzer. I don't mind it. This is from Ulta Beauty. It's just a shimmery bronzer. And we really want to make sure our nose is snatched. Ooh, what did I do to my face? Sorry, I look like I've been baking a cake or something. I don't know what's going on, but that powder I put on normally doesn't do this. But it's like it's not mixing well with my concealer. I don't know. But I'm going to go in with this bronzer, and we're really gonna do the sides of the nose, get that all snatched looking. And so I'm just going in with this little brush, and we're also just gonna bronze the whole face and like contour it with this bronzer. We're gonna blend that out That way it doesn't look like too choppy. Now I'm also going to go into this Party shade from Tarte for our blush. And for the highlight, I'm going to go into the Santorini highlighter from Kylie Cosmetics because this is the most booming highlighter ever. And don't think we're done with the eyes because I promise we're like super not. I just wanted to get all this done before I really went in the eyes. It's looking razzly dazzly. So I'm going to take this Lorac eye pencil and I'm just going to line the top line. I want to only line the top line because I want it to kind of pop on this bottom lash line because I'm really going to rough it out under the lashes. So I want the actual waterline to just kind of pop, you know. So we're going to leave that one naked. Go ahead and line the top lash line. And I'm going in with this kitten liner from Tarte. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to wing it? Do you think we should wing it? I mean, I think I would wing it if it was up to me for homecoming. See, it's so hard for me to only use one hand because my lids are so wrinkly. So it just doesn't look good unless I do two hands. Just a typical wing. Somehow magically the lines ended up being decent. Okay, they're not perfect, but they're decent. I really feel like going in with an actual liner, so I'm just going to go into that Loyalty shade out of that Mario palette because I feel like that's something deep and kind of smoky. And I'm just going to kind of buff that out. And this brush that I'm using is a little thick for the job, but it's, I was going to want to smoke it out anyway. Just provides like a deep lash line to kind of match this outer area. And so now I'm going to go into the shade Unbothered right here. And I'm going to just use that same exact brush. And I'm just going to go into the inner corner. So I already have that like going up. And so now we're going to kind of just bring that out and blend that into that smokiness. When it gets prom, I'll probably do more makeup looks, but I got my prom makeup done both years. So I went junior and senior prom. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara before I go in with some lashes. But anyway, so I got my makeup done for prom my junior year, and I got it done junior year, I can't remember. One year I got it done at Ulta Beauty, and the other year I got it done at an actual like salon. They did my hair and makeup. Well, at Ulta, it's not like they did a bad job. I just did not look like myself. I looked just so cakey and orange and like a little Oompa Loompa, and I did not like it. And so that was the first time I'd ever worn fake lashes my junior year, and I got in the car and I just ripped them off and I cried because I did not like the way they did it. So I went home and redid all my makeup myself. For lashes today, I believe this is by the brand Ardell, I think, and these are just kind of really full out and wispy. And so I'm just going to apply those. And senior year, I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I'm going to try it again. And so I got it done at this salon. They did my hair and my makeup. And they literally airbrushed my makeup on my face. And y'all, it looked not good. It did not look like a flawless airbrush. And so again, I got home. And that's what I've been thinking. I was like, if I ever get married, which hopefully I will get married, I think I'm just going to do my own makeup. Because... or either if I find somebody by then that I like really trust, because I'm not ever going, I don't know, I have to know the person I feel like now. I do just want to add that I love this lash glue. This is the Duo Dark Tone, and I just feel like it makes everything look more natural. This one makes my eyes burn. I think I might be allergic. The Salon Perfect, every time I do it, it's like I cannot see. But this one, it just feels like it dries quicker, and it just makes your lashes stay longer, and also you don't see the glue, and I love that. I am going to go onto the bottom lash line, and I'm really going to get in there with this Colossal Big Shot Mascara by Maybelline. And this is where you're really going to be able to see like that bottom lash line pop. I don't do it a lot, but I do love that look on other people. So I figured I would try that today, you know, like keeping that bottom lash line naked, that bottom waterline. I think the makeup is just looking beautiful and stunning for any kind of colored dress that you have for your homecoming dance. I think it looks great, but we're going to finish it up with this box that I got from Influencer, and this is by the brand Shiseido, and this is a Tokyo Japanese brand, and they sent me a little lipstick, and it's by Patrick Tai, I believe is how you say his name. He is the founder, I believe, of this, He's the color artist for them. Okay, so sorry this is all bleh. Never tried it before. It's still in the box. It is a modern matte power lipstick, and it is in the shade Exotic Red. And I've heard a lot about this brand from like Desi Perkins and other like makeup artists that know like him personally. Okay, so this is a mini size, and the packaging is just really sleek and black. It's like plastic, and I think that it's got a cute little, like, I don't know, cute little cut that it's got going on. So I felt like with a homecoming dance, I would probably do my Coco K lipstick by Kylie Cosmetics normally. Ooh, I guess we're going to go ahead and start. But I feel like a pop of red doesn't hurt anybody, especially when you do a more classic eye look. So let's see. It's creamy. I probably could have gone on with a lip liner. Okay, so if you see that it's a little red all over my face, it's because I forgot how to put on lipstick today, apparently. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. So now I'm just going to spray my face with some Fix Plus to make sure this lasts all throughout my night of homecoming at my dance. Really do like this lipstick. It's very creamy, and so it kind of smears really easily, and it got all over my face, but that was me. That was not the lipstick's fault. But this is the overall look. I hope you enjoyed this little routine tutorial is what I was trying to say. I feel like this is a classic look that I would definitely wear to a homecoming dance. This looks very similar to something I did and do all the time. Like, it's just very classic and elegant, and you don't have to do this lipstick. Just imagine this with like a different lip or whatever. I do think red always just pops with a classic eye. And so yeah, this is the overall look. I hope you liked it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and let me know what other looks you want to see. If you want to see like a specific colored look for homecoming, let me know. I can do that. And then also give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!